Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we have a little bit of news and a little bit of theory crafting to get out there because, well, we've officially been teased once again, and I think it's pointing towards what could possibly be the next campaign ship or just a future premium. But before we do that, I do have to ask, we did get a new microphone and whole audio setup, so let me know how the voice is sounding. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Anyways, on to the main bit of the video. So in the 3-year anniversary blog post, there was a bit of a hint. It says we currently have 13 museum ships depicted in the game, 14 if you want to count the 2 versions of Belfast. There is also in-game sister ships of museum ones as well, such as various Fletchers and Des Moines. USS Salem is her peer. Colbert, which was released within this update, but has a museum ship too, but she was scrapped in 2016. There's one more museum ship coming next update. Bonus points if you can guess it, and let me tell you guys, you know that means we are going to guess it. But before we talk about that, I want to give another update on a different kind of theory video, because the last time in my case of the missing warship video, I came up with the theory that Drake was coming to the game as a tier 7 British cruiser, but I want to update my theory because literally a couple days after talking about that, it turns out a new tier 8 cruiser came to PC, which would fit perfectly as a tier 7 British cruiser, and that's the Hampshire. Hampshire is essentially, if they continued the line of thought that Devonshire was, and they gave it 5 turrets, which I think would be cool and fun. So I'm updating my prediction from Drake to Hampshire. Cool. We've done that. Let's move on to this museum ship nonsense. Not nonsense. So my gut reaction when we heard that there was going to be another museum ship was Midway. I will be straight up on that. I was like, oh, it has to be Midway. We know they've kind of already teased legendary aircraft carriers. Midway, she's a tier 10 aircraft carrier over on PC. This fits perfectly, right? Like it's I'm like, oh, this is exactly what's going to happen. But just to be sure not to draw any conclusions too quickly, I did head over to regular World of Warships and kind of go through the tech trees, and there was 3 ships that I think could be a possibility. We've already mentioned Midway. In the blog post, we saw Salem, and Salem is a unique ship over on World of Warships PC, but I don't think we would get it just because it's a Des Moines, and we already kind of have a Des Moines in this game, and I don't think there's really room for another right now, nor a reason. Like, we could be getting into a Zerlane Montpellier scenario, but I don't think we'd be doing that this soon, especially when they're already considering an adjustment to the power of Des Moines. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that. So what's the third ship? And this is the one that I think it may be. Well, we did get a certain tier 2 destroyer from the Commonwealth, and that is the Haida. Now, the Haida is a Canadian destroyer, which is a Commonwealth destroyer over on the PC. That seems like it would be perfect. It's the last surviving tribal class. If you're not familiar with the tribal class, well, you might be. The Cossack is a tribal class, which brings me to an even bigger what-if scenario. Could we be getting a sort of full British update? We know for a fact that there is a reworked version of Cossack floating around in the ports somewhere. We have the theory of the tier 7 destroyer, or the tier 7 cruiser, which I now believe to be Hampshire. And then could they add in one more destroyer for the update, the Haida? I think it could have some potential. We get the Hampshire as the campaign ship, or possibly the Cossack as the campaign ship, with it being up-tiered a little bit more than it currently is, because the new version of Cossack will have 1 additional turret. I could maybe see it, and then having Haida as one of the premium ships for sale during that period of time. I could see it, and I think it could possibly work out. So, yeah, guys, That's my theory as of now. Is this elusive new museum ship is going to be Haida. Hopefully, we will see it next update, and we'll expand the Commonwealth Navy just that little bit more, and then hopefully we can get Perth, because I love my Leanders, and I want Perth. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.